Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Two new knives from Kansept. I'm always thrown off by these boxes, but one of them legitimately does feel pretty heavy, which I always... Every now and then, Kansept will make a big, ridiculous knife, and I always get excited for that. So, anyways, whatever these are, I'm going to link them down in the description. You guys can check them out if you want to. Thanks to Kansept for sending this stuff in. Oh, you guys can see. I always see comments like, it's so funny that he waves his hands around when he talks. I don't realize that I'm doing it unless I catch myself in a reflection. Oh, well, that's fine. You can laugh at me. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and see what these are. So, I'm going to save that. I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to weigh both of these before we actually open them up. Because I feel like this is the heavy one. I just want to know. Okay, so this one weighs 8.9 ounces, which, you know, don't put too much stock into that because it's with the box. This one definitely is heavier. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the lighter one. Not necessarily that weight is any indication of, you know, manufacturing quality or general impressiveness. The Apollo, designed by Warblades, black wash is one word, CPM S35VN, titanium, copper, carbon fiber, okay. Fun material, we've seen a lot of it lately. Crossbar lock? Those look like Omega Springs. Oh, okay, yeah, that's exactly what this is, okay. It does look good. All copper, carbon fiber looks exactly the same, probably because it's made by the same company, right? But yeah, a nice straightforward crossbar lock. Is this probably not a satin, you know, it's just like a black wash, probably similar to like a tumbled PVD, which is fine. The build here suggests that it's probably not, I mean, as far as premium knives go, S35VN and titanium with a nice inlay, but still, you know, just like flat titanium, couple of standoffs, milled clip. I would venture to guess that this isn't even $200, which is good. I don't know how much longer we can continue to enjoy stuff like that being made by Chinese companies. So it's nice that we have this right now, at least for the next month, maybe. So that's cool. This one's fine, right? Not anything that I haven't seen before. By the way, today's video, as should be obvious, but there's always a couple of people who don't understand. Just an unboxing and first impressions. I don't know how it's not obvious to everyone seeing me literally unwrap the box, but you cannot review anything having just opened it for the first time. We're basically just visually acknowledging the existence of these things. And then I will spend some more time with it, learn about these things, any additional details that require that, and then I'll review it. So this is a little bit heavier. It's not a giant knife, the Eagle Strike by James Lowe. Damascus titanium with lightning strike finish. Ooh, it's going to be a fancy boy. It's going to be a shiny fancy boy. Oh, it is. Oh, it is definitely on the bigger side. So, not titanium Damascus, but a lot of lightning anno. Very cool. And then we have a Damascus, not Damasteel, but a Damascus blade. I believe these are 9CR and 10CR combination compositions. So you get a blade that does look really good. I mean, it's nice, distinct etching there, not smudgy, weirdo, poo-poo town nonsense you can buy on Amazon for $25. I mean, if that's the aesthetic you're going for and you only have $25, that's fine. I'm not coming down on you, but there's a reason that stuff looks so sloppy. It's because it is, right? This will have a much better appearance, and it'll have performance that's actually fairly similar, I think, to VG10. Which isn't bad at all. This is very smooth and actually refreshing to be on the larger side. So this is a knife that has very, very classic lines that we have seen many, many times. You could say, oh, the blade kind of looks like a Sebenza blade or a number of other things, right? Very, very classic lines, bearings, and then we have your crossbar lock. Actually pretty easy to manipulate this. I'm really glad they didn't put little points on top of those thumb studs. But where you get to enjoy kind of the cool factor is with the lightning anno and the blade. I believe I remember looking up the price on this one, and it wasn't $200 either, which is cool. I really wish that, you know, Kansept, when you're doing this stuff, if you're watching, when you're doing an ambidextrous locking system, you guys have to find a way to allow for left-handed people to mount the clip the way that they want to mount it, right? Oftentimes what that means is you either have to design a symmetrical clip or you have to provide a left-handed, like a mirrored clip in the package. And then you also have to mill the holes for it, right? You're a little bit limited, especially when the back end isn't, like this one is flat. So you could have done, a pocket clip that probably would have had to stop about right here. But you definitely could have done like kind of the clip that comes over the back and is bolted in, and then you flip it over to the other side. Or just have, the holes. You only need 2 holes. 2 holes milled and then a symmetrical clip. That makes it to where the pocket clip isn't shaped unique for, the knife. Like this has like the curvature, right? You can't flip this pocket clip over and have it work out. Same way with this guy. But it's kind of a shame to have an ambi locking system and then not cater to literally 10% of your potential buying audience. So yeah, but still very cool knives. I'd like to measure them here real quick and then we'll do some size comparisons. This knife, by the way, as is always the case when Kansept does the Lightning Anno and Damascus combination, this is available in other configurations, and I think the base steel is S35VN. So if you don't want the Damascus, you want the more performance-oriented steel, then you can do that. I think you'll pay a little bit more. And then they have basic titanium options as well. So the measurement here of the, that's not the, no, the Eagles, the big one is the Eagle Strike, I believe. Eagle Strike. Eagle Strike! It's just 2 aggressive nouns. 8 1/4 inches. 3.75 inch blade, or 3 3/4, however you like. I say that, and there's always someone's like, this guy doesn't know how to read a tape measure. But you know exactly what I'm saying, because you can read a tape measure. So shut up! I'm just kidding. You're right. My dad was always on me about this, because I would give him measurements like that, and he's like, that's not what I want. I know, God, all I'm doing is just inviting people. There's going to be a ton of people in the comments now going, but you really should. You really should. I won't. Because everybody knows exactly what I'm saying anyway. 3.5 inches, aka 3.5. And then let's see here. On the smaller guy, we're looking at just shy of 7.5. Blade length 3 1/4. And cutting edge is also about 3 1/4. Size comparisons real quick. I bet this is probably about the same difference as PM2 and Para 3. Almost exactly. That's essentially what you're looking at there. I don't think we need any other examples. That's going to be it today. Each of these knives will get its own individual review down the road, but that's going to be it for today. Check out the links in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.